yet. Hey, I'm Ash and this is Timo. This weekend we're leaving our beloved Freycinet Peninsula where we live and work to journey to Bruny Island. An island, off an island, off an island. To stay in the southernmost olive grove in the world and to stay in a yurt. So let's go. So this morning, Timo and I have left the Freycinet Peninsula near our home at Coles Bay, and we're making our way to Bruny Island. We've actually been on the road for probably over an hour now. We had some pretty wild fog when we first left the peninsula and it was very dark, so we're well and truly on our way now. It's actually about just over 250 kilometers to Bruny Island, but it will take us close to or just over 4 hours to get there, because once we're south of Hobart, get to a spot called Kettering, we'll jump on the ferry across to, of course, Bruny Island itself. But also the roads here in Tasmania are super windy. You would know that if you've been here or if you live here, but if you're thinking of visiting, that's something to be aware of. Timo's been to Bruny before, but it's going to be my first time, so I'm pretty excited and we're keen to take you along the journey as well. So we've made it down to Kettering, to the ferry terminal where the ferries depart to head across to Bruny Island. The ferries depart every 20 minutes. Unfortunately, we just missed the 10 past 10 one, so we're gonna head across on the 10:30 ferry, continue our adventure over to Bruny. It's a short 15-20 minute ferry ride over to Bruny Island, and once we're there we'll be exploring the highlights. Bruny and Tasmania as a whole are renowned for amazing fresh produce, and one of the most famous examples of this on the island is Get Shucked. The epitome of a pond to plate experience, the oysters are harvested literally in the waters across the road, then graded and sorted right at the shop front. And if you're in a hurry, you can even get them to go from their drive-through. And literally just down the road is the Bruny Island Cheese Co, where we sampled and bought some yummy cheese for later. Sorry, we ate the samples too quick to even show you, but we headed on to Bruny Island honey next. Aside from sampling all of the beautiful produce, one of the island's most famous sights has to be the neck. The neck is what's known as an isthmus, and it connects the northern part of the island to the southern part of the island. And that's where we're headed to next, Adventure Bay. So just over 2 hours ago, we were at the top of this little guy here at Fluted Cape, on the Fluted Cape walk, and now we're enjoying our accommodation and some snacks. Okay, it is time to show you where we are staying here on Bruny Island. This is Little Grove. Here, nestled into an olive grove, are a couple of beautiful yurts. Each yurt has a little annex with a kitchen, as you can see, and a bathroom as well. Let me show you around. Last year, Timo and I travelled through Central Asia, the stands, for a couple of months. It was such an incredible trip, and we had the opportunity to stay in a couple of yurts, so this is a special way to look back on that time. So we're on the ferry going from Bruny back to the mainland of Tasmania. We actually just got on this ferry on time. Again, they're running every 20 minutes, but it's a first come, first served basis, and they were boarding the current ferry just as we were pulling in. So we were lucky and we managed to make it. We did manage to get in a few last stops this morning, including trying to see the Bruny Island Baker, which was hilarious because it's become pretty popular and it was so busy, so we basically just drove past, but still cool to see. Yesterday we had an amazing day. We got to cover all of the highlights, do a great walk as well, and then we still had a lot of time in the afternoon to relax at our amazing accommodation. So despite covering quite a bit of ground, I feel like it was still a really relaxing stay, especially in the afternoon and the evening. We actually spent over an hour in the bathtub and it was so nice. Once we get back to Kettering, we're going to head up the road to a spot called Margate, and we're going to check out a sauna that's there. So there's a sauna and it's on a barge, and the barge will journey out into the little bay. You know, maybe just takes a short 10-minute journey. You get to heat up in the sauna on the way, and then you can jump out into the water off the barge. I think that's going to be really amazing. Timo's from Estonia, so we have to satisfy his sauna craving every couple of months, and there are some really cool saunas here in Tasmania, so we're checking out this new one, or new to us. So you'll have to follow along and see that next time, and we'll see you in the next video then.